Do you ever feel like you're drowning in a sea of endless emails, back to back meetings, and soul crushing deadlines? Well, you're not alone. In today's 24/7 hustle culture, burnout is real, and it's hitting hard. But what if I told you there's actually a way to crush your career goals without sacrificing your sanity? Today, we're diving deep into the elusive world of work life balance. It's that magical sweet spot where your career is thriving and you've still got time for Netflix binges and brunch with the crew. Sounds impossible? Well, stick around, because I'm about to spill the tea on making it happen. That's right, today I'll take you to career and life, how we navigate work life balance. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our video updates. Plus, it helps us spread the Thrive Wise love to help more people thrive wisely. Now, let's begin. Let's face it, achieving work-life balance feels like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. We're living in an era where your boss can slack you at 2 a.m. and somehow you're expected to respond. The lines between work and personal life are blurrier than your vision after a night out. Here's the real talk. Long hours are crushing our souls. We're spending more time with our laptops than our loved ones. Stress levels are through the roof, and our mental health is taking a serious hit. We're canceling plans, missing out on life's biggest moments, and for what? Another gold star from the corporate overlords? But it doesn't stop there. This imbalance is seeping into every corner of our lives. Relationships are strained, health is neglected, and personal passion are gathering dust, faster than any gym membership you swore you'd use. The kicker? Despite all this extra effort, productivity isn't skyrocketing. We're working harder, not smarter. It's a lose-lose situation that's leaving us feeling drained, unfulfilled, and wondering if there's more to life than living for the weekend. That's why we're diving deep into the treasure trove of work-life balance strategies. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey that's more exciting than finding out your crush likes you back on Instagram. Let's kick things off with number 1, setting boundaries. First up, we've got boundaries. Think of them as the bouncer at the club of your life. Just like how that burly dude decides who gets in and who's left standing in the rain, you need to be selective about what gets your time and energy. Here's a wild fact for you. According to a study by Harvard Business School, 94% of working professionals reported working more than 50 hours per week. That's more hours than there are episodes of Friends. So, how do we fix this? It's time to channel your inner Regina George and make "stop trying to make fetch happen" your new mantra. Except instead of fetch, it's working after hours. Try this. Set up an auto reply for your work email after 6 p.m. that says, "I'm currently out of office, probably watching cat videos, so for emergencies, please contact someone else." Okay, maybe phrase it more professionally, but you get the idea. Number 2, prioritize self-care. Next up, self-care. And no, I don't just mean face masks and bubble baths, although those are great too. I'm talking about treating yourself like your very own best friend. Imagine if your bestie came to you and said, "I've been working 12-hour days, surviving on coffee and dry shampoo, and I can't remember the last time I saw sunlight." You'd stage an intervention faster than you can say burnout, right? Well, newsflash, you are that friend, so it's time to be your own hero. Did you know that according to the American Institute of Stress, about 1 million workers miss work each day because of stress? That's more people than the population of San Francisco. So what's the solution? Schedule self-care like it's your job. Because guess what? It kind of is. Block out time in your calendar for things that make you happy. Whether it's hitting the gym, reading a book, or just staring at a wall in peace for 10 minutes. Hey, no judgment here. Just make sure to make it non-negotiable. And remember, self-care isn't selfish. It's like putting on your own oxygen mask before helping others on a plane. Except in this case, the plane is your life, and it's in a nosedive towards Burnout City. Number 3. Effective time management. Now, let's talk about time management. If you're anything like me, your relationship with time is about as stable as a celebrity marriage. But don't worry, I'm about to turn you into the Beyonce of time management. First things first, let's bust a myth. Multitasking is about as effective as using a fork to eat soup. Studies show that multitasking can reduce productivity by up to 40%. That's like voluntarily giving up 2 days of your work week, and I'll take that as a no. Instead, try the Pomodoro technique. It's like HIIT for your brain. Work intensely for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break. It's named after a tomato-shaped kitchen timer, which is way cuter than naming it after, say, a Brussels sprout. And here's a pro tip. Use your breaks wisely. Instead of scrolling through social media and getting sucked into a vortex of cat videos and egg stalking, try some desk stretches. Or better yet, stand up and do a victory dance. Your coworkers might think you're weird, but hey, at least you're not hunched over at your desk like Quasimodo. Number 4. The art of saying no. Learning to say no is like discovering you have a superpower. Suddenly, you're not drowning in commitments you never wanted to make in the first place. It's liberating. But for many of us, saying no feels harder than trying to fold a fitted sheet. We worry about letting people down or missing out on opportunities. Here's a mind-blowing fact. The average adult makes about 35,000 decisions every day. That's a lot of yeses and nos. So why not make some of those no's work in your favor? Try this. Next time someone asks you to do something, ask yourself, would I do this tomorrow? If the answer is no, then it's probably not worth saying yes to today either. Unless it's if you want to win $1 million, in that case, always say yes. Number 5. The power of unplugging. In today's world, we're more connected than ever. And by connected, I mean tethered to our devices like their life support systems. Did you know that the average person checks their phone 96 times a day? That's once every 10 minutes. It's time for a digital detox. And no, I don't mean switching from Instagram to TikTok. I am talking about actual, honest-to-goodness disconnection. Try this. Designate certain times or areas as no phone zones. Maybe it's the dinner table or the first hour after you wake up. Use this time to connect with real humans. Remember those? Or shock horror, your own thoughts. And here's a radical idea. Take a vacation where you actually vacate. Leave the laptop at home and set an out-of-office reply and pretend it's 1995. You might be surprised at how refreshing it is to not know what your second cousin's dog had for breakfast. Now, I know what you're thinking. These all sound good, but do they actually work? To find out, let's talk about a work-life balance glow-up that's more impressive than your friend's quarantine sourdough skills. Enter Ariana Huffington, co-founder of the Huffington Post and certified boss lady. Back in 2007, Ariana was the poster child for hustle culture. She was working 18-hour days, surviving on a diet of caffeine and determination. But plot twist, she literally worked herself to the point of collapse. One day, she face-planted on her desk, breaking her cheekbone and waking up in a pool of her own blood. Talk about a wake-up call. This moment was Ariana's rock bottom, but also her turning point. She realized that success at the cost of health and happiness wasn't success at all, so she did a complete 180. Ariana became a sleep evangelist, preaching the gospel of proper rest. She implemented strict boundaries, like no phones in the bedroom, and prioritized self-care like it was her job. The result? Not only did her health improve, but her business thrived even more. Today, Ariana runs Thrive Global, a company dedicated to ending the stress and burnout epidemic. She's living proof that you can crush your career goals without crushing your soul in the process. Remember, set boundaries like a boss, prioritize self-care, manage time like a pro, and learn to say no. Work-life balance isn't just nice to have. It's essential for your success, happiness, and sanity. Also, what's the craziest thing you've ever done or considered doing to escape work stress? Wrong answers only. Let's get weird in the comments below. And well, that's basically career and life, how we navigate work-life balance. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And hey, it seems that YouTube thinks that the next video can completely transform your financial situation. Watch it to find out whether they're correct. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button to see more videos on how to thrive wisely. Till next time.